How involved do you get in the defensive game plan on a week-to-week basis?
Well, only from a standpoint I like to kind of know what we're doing. I kind of get a feel for it because I can look at the script throughout the week, and we do offense against defense 15, 20 minutes every day together. So I get an idea there. And then if we're going to have any personnel moves or move a guy to a different position, they usually run it by me.
How involved are you during a game? When
Not much.
Yeah.
I mean, other than, hey, I may once in a while just, hey, let's get after him, or let's, drop 8 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, not much.
I know you talked a lot about how you hired Marcel for his personality. What have you thought about some of these game plans that he's put together? It seems like he kind of has something different in store for every opponent every week.
Yeah, he's done a good job. It's I know it's hard to say that when you're losing and all that, but and it's new. The optimistic side of me says, the guys are learning it now, and it's all new. It's the first year in the system, and so as we grow in the next couple of years, we're going to be able to get better at what we do and be more confident in the stuff that we have. So I think we have plenty in our package, and we got a lot to grow from too.
He mentioned a big key against Washington State being tackling in space. They're going to complete a lot of passes, and you can't let them turn those into big plays.
Yeah, they do. I mean, he completes a very high percentage. They've got active receivers and backs that can catch and run, and so one, we got to break on the ball quick, and then two, when we get there, we got to get multiple guys there and get them on the ground in a hurry.
You've talked about how hard it is they get rid of the ball so quickly, how hard it is to get a sack on them. Yet they've given up almost the second most sacks in the league. How are teams getting to that?
They probably have the most throws, because the more you throw, the more opportunities you're going to have to get sacked. So I haven't looked at all the stats, but I would say that's probably the case.
So besides tackling, is there any other specific area of focus for the defensive backs in a game like this?
Well, I mean, route recognition is a big key, and then they do a lot of route adjustments. In other words, they'll base their route on how you're playing them, but recognizing the routes quickly and getting a jump on it, whether we're in zone or in man coverage, is going to be critical.
Does this type of game present more opportunities for turnovers?
Well, I don't know. There's probably more possessions on both sides. So when you have more possessions and more plays, there's more opportunities. But we haven't. I think we've had 1 in 4 weeks, and the one we had, we turned it right back over. So we talk about it all the time. We work on it. But the reality is we've got to be aggressive at the ball when we're close to the ball, and we got to get turnovers and not have them to win. It's simple as that.
With Cody Ippolito being out for the year and Michael getting hurt last week, are you sort of feeling that deja vu all over again a little?
Why'd you say that? You had to bring that up, huh? It's like Mike linebacker, running back, and quarterback. So I don't know. It's kind of strange. That, we got to. So obviously, going forward in recruiting, you're thinking, well, let's make sure we have a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of running backs, a lot of Mike linebackers.
Luca Bruno was able to start and play a lot of snaps in the game the other day, and he's kind of had that foot issue. What does it say about him that he's been able to fight through that? And
it's been a battle. He's missed a lot of practice time, so it's he's still kind of playing his way into shape. But he's a tough guy, and again, he's one that wants to be in there every snap he can.
Last thing, how difficult is it to keep frustration from seeping in when a season's going like this?
Sure, it's difficult. But like today, you go out there and the enthusiasm was probably at the highest it's been all year. I'm talking about, particularly from the defensive side. The guys having fun, and here we are in the 9th game, the 12th week, whatever it was of the season since we start practicing, and the enthusiasm was higher than it was day one of camp. So the guys are engaged; they're into it, and that at least gives you. Some diminishes the frustration, I guess, and gives you some, pleasure in watching these guys because they're still enjoying football, and that's what I want. I want them to have some fun. And sometimes we make it, as coaches, make it too tight for them, but they've had a good time this week in practice as far as working and being engaged.